So what I'm about to show you is responsible for JP going from $0 a month to $70,000 a month in just 90 days and is now printing millions of dollars a month, and Courtney, who went from $0 a month to $50,000 a month in 90 days, and myself, who is printing tens of thousands every single month from what I'm about to show you. Now, it wasn't always this way for me. There was a time when I was working a 9-to-5 job, making £1,500 every single month. But then I found the right business, I built the right systems for that business, and now I'm making 10 times my old monthly salary in a day, and I'm actually working 10 times less as well. But I know that feeling at the start of a business where you're just all over the place. You just have so much that you need to do and you're just getting overwhelmed on a daily basis. And the end result is that you end up getting virtually nothing done. On top of that, you have no clue on how to get your first model. You send endless DMs and you get nothing back. And even if you get lucky and land the model, you don't know how to fulfill your promise and get them results. So I'm going to make you a promise right here, right now, and that is if you watch until the end of the video without skipping, you will have more direction, you'll have more clarity in your business and also in your life. And you'll finally be ready to just execute by signing and scaling high-ticket OnlyFans models and printing cash daily for them and yourself. Let's go ahead and build your agency, and we're going to build this using the OFM OSTM roadmap, which is my private one-on-one mentorship program that consistently helps people scale from $0 to $50,000 a month with their agency, typically within 90 days. Okay, so it's broken up into a few core modules. So we have the bedrock, which covers the foundations, the talent pipeline, so signing high-ticket OnlyFans creators, the 72-hour onboarding sprint, so being able to onboard creators, collect content, and start managing their accounts. The fan funnel, so being able to get consistently high traffic and consistent high-paying subscribers to the models' accounts that you're managing. Profit maximizers, so how you go about turning those accounts into cash cows. Each and every one is its own individual account collecting money for you month after month. And then the revenue chat engine, so being able to go ahead and make money from the installing chatters inside of the models accounts and having basically your own sales team within each of these models accounts selling the models content for you 24/7. Okay, so first, the bedrock covers the understanding of OFM. So you're going to be able to go through this and understand exactly what OnlyFans management is. And it's really crucial before you go ahead and jump into building an OnlyFans management agency that you have a good understanding of how the business model works. So going out there, signing creators, taking a percentage rev share in exchange for providing value and scaling up their accounts. Just basically a good overview of how it works and how you're best to get started within the space. We then go ahead to the talent pipeline, and this is about being able to attract high-ticket models for your OnlyFans management agency. So first things first, you need to go ahead and craft an offer. I see so many people skipping this step, but it's really, really crucial. With the right offer, everything else becomes so much easier. Like in the sense of when you create the right offer, you're going to be able to go out there and you're going to be able to work with models and you're going to be able to pitch your offer and they're going to want to work with you instead of you having to go out there and pitch tons and hundreds of models trying to get them to want to work with you. It's not going to be such a pain trying to get models. It's going to be so much easier. And then when it comes to the sales process, again, the right offer is going to allow you to have much better close rates on the sales calls that take place with the models. And again, the right offer is going to make the entire management process and promotion process for the models so much easier because you're going to be crystal clear on exactly who you're targeting, what their exact problems are, and how you're going to help them. So you're going to be able to go out there and really deliver value to these models. Okay, and that's what it's all about. You deliver more value to these OnlyFans models, they make more money and you make money, everyone's happy and they stay around for the long haul. Next is going ahead and setting up the website foundations. So having the offer and reflecting that on the website and essentially having a 24/7 sales page up and running, which is constantly getting eyeballs and is constantly going ahead and getting models interested in your agency and exactly how you can help them and why you're different from all the other agencies out there as well. It's important that you differentiate yourself when you're getting started within the space. And then going ahead and setting up the socials. So setting up socials so you're able to go ahead and mesh these models. They check out the socials and they really, really want to work with you. After looking at these socials, they're almost excited by the opportunity that you're giving them by even offering to manage their accounts. That's exactly what we can do with a good offer, good website, and good socials. We then go ahead and implement model attraction assets. So this way, we're not doing cold DMs. We're not doing cold DMs by DMing these models tirelessly saying, hey, can I manage your OnlyFans account? Models are fed up of those sort of DMs, and instead we build model attraction assets that go ahead and provide value upfront to the models. We have pre-packaged model attraction assets within the consulting program OFM OS, and essentially allowing you to deliver value to the models. They get to experience that value, and they then want to go ahead and work with you. So you're no longer pitching to cold people, you're pitching to extremely warm models interested in your service. So warm leads is what we call it, and they want to work with you after seeing the model attraction asset they've gone ahead and sent to them. So this is all about getting models excited to wanting to work with you, and making the process that much easier to attracting top tier talent. So you're able to sign creators who are already doing 20K a month at a 50% split. So you can make 10K a month within your first week of running an OnlyFans management agency. That's how you make money fast. It's by signing high ticket OnlyFans creators. And high ticket creators are always the best to work with because high ticket creators go ahead and send you money with no problem. They go ahead and they're open for exploring new ideas, and they're already established. They already have proof of concept. They're already ready to hustle. They're already doing this full time. So it's that much easier to scale them further rather than working with brand new models. Okay. We then go ahead and utilize the outreach messages that we're sending. We send DMs to models. If we haven't booked meetings, we go ahead and we update the messages until we get the messages performing, and we track all this within the talent pipeline dashboard so we can effectively see the exact messages that we need to send in order to sign a high ticket model. So we can distill it down to a science. It becomes literally a question of DMs going out there and how many, just getting up to a number, and then you know that you can sign a high ticket model from the amount of DMs that you hit. And again, if it's not performing, updating the asset until it is performing. And again, if that isn't performing, there's an issue with your offer. So it's literally a data-backed process, and you just go through the step by step, and you're going to be able to go ahead and sign high-ticket OnlyFans models. We then go ahead and use the sales structure in order to sell the OFM service. If you haven't closed the model, you need to go ahead and have 5 pitches. You may just be rusty with sales. You may need to improve it, and you can improve that within the program through speaking to an AI, which has been basically trained on all the meetings that I've taken with OnlyFans models. So it's a realistic AI that's going to give you realistic questions, objections that you can practice with and go and improve your sales with it. So again, if you're nervous for sales, you're going to be able to improve that. I'm going to give you a sales structure so you can implement that effectively in order to sell the OFM services. And again, if you aren't able to close them on the call, even after multiple practices of sales, then it goes back to an issue with your offer. Your offer obviously isn't good enough in order to get them to want to work with your agency. So you go back and you implement a better offer. We then go ahead and automate this. So once you've gone ahead and got your first model, you can then automate this process. You don't want to be doing outreach when you've already got a high ticket creator, because your time is better spent on taking a creator from $10,000 a month up to $50,000 a month and changing your income from $5,000 a month profit with that one account to $25,000 a month profit with that one account, while getting new models in and having a consistent pipeline of models wanting to work with you. And you do that through automating the talent pipeline once you've gone ahead and closed your first high ticket model. And you'll go ahead and you'll collect a case study from successfully scaling up that model, which is going to make the talent pipeline that much easier, because you're going to be able to go out there and say, hey, we've scaled this creator from doing X to Y by doing X, Y, and Z, and we can do the same for you. And that makes it that much easier to sign high ticket models. So once you've gone through this, signing high ticket models will always be super simple and easy, and a predictable system that you can just perform and you can automate. So all you got to do is just hop on calls with models when you want to go ahead and onboard new models. And each model you're speaking to, again, is potentially a model who could be making you tens of thousands of dollars every single month. Super big, high ticket clients, which again, you can't experience within any other industry. If you were in another industry, for example, you're selling SEO services or you're selling like marketing services, if you were charging $25,000 a month for doing those services to any other industry, that would be considered a huge client. You would need a huge team to manage it. It'd be super complex. It'd take up all your time day and night. You wouldn't have enough time yourself. But with OnlyFans models, they're high tier clients. And again, it's simple to scale them when you know what you're doing and you've got the right systems in place. Again, we've been doing this for 5+ years at my OnlyFans management agency. So we've distilled it down to a repeatable science that allows us to onboard new creators, take them through a step-by-step process and scale up their accounts. But before we do that, we need to go ahead and make sure they're properly onboarded. So we go ahead and we send a pre-built contract to them. They go ahead and sign that contract. We then have it locked in legally that we have a percentage rev share of the OnlyFans account. Again, if they don't go ahead and sign the contract, we just send email reminders until we get them to sign that contract. We then go ahead and send the pre-built welcome email. So we send them an email, welcome them to the agency, and within that email, they get added to the Telegram workspace, which we set up so we can properly communicate with each and every model that we onboard. We then go ahead and set up a client folder and grant access. So we set up a client folder for them, and in that client folder, they can upload content, they get access to the reporting, they get access to content creation guides, they get access to everything, access to welcome packs, basically walking them through the client folder. Again, all pre-built, send it out to the model. We then go ahead and have an onboarding call with the model. So we'll hop on the call, we'll basically walk through the niche builder so we can go ahead and identify a unsaturated niche for the OnlyFans model to be in so we can capitalize on a particular fantasy and collect the market share of that fantasy. So all OnlyFans models, basically they make money based on fantasies, okay? So it's a particular fantasy that they're fulfilling, and the better they fulfill that fantasy, the more money they make. So we identify a fantasy which has lots of people interested in that particular sexual fantasy and lots of people willing to spend money within that fantasy, and we go ahead, position the model so she basically meets that fantasy and attracts her ideal subscribers to the OnlyFans account, and then can take the market share of that particular fantasy. And there's all different niches out there. You have e-girls, MILFs, you have cosplay models, fitness models. All these are different particular fantasies. There may be a fantasy around a gym crush, it may be a fantasy around an office crush, and we're building the account to align with that fantasy. We then go ahead and send the content creation guide, a pre-built content creation guide we send out to them, which requests the amount of content that we need in order to provide our services and how they go ahead and create that content. It gives them content creation tips, essentially educating them on being top tier at creating content. And OnlyFans at its core is a content marketing business. Content on the front end to get subscribers, content on the back end to go ahead and monetize those subscribers. You're just selling content at all fronts. So we go ahead and give them a pre-made content creation guide, which turns them into A+ top tier talent for OnlyFans. We then go ahead and collect the content, and we go ahead and utilize the content management system. We put the content into the content management system, and it properly categorizes the content, tells us exactly what the content is going to be used for. So we have the content managed effectively, and we can then utilize it. We then go ahead and implement the fan funnel. So the fan funnel is around building particular subscriber acquisition channels through social media platforms. So we ask the question, does the model already have socials? If not, we go ahead and set up the social media assets. We set up socials for Instagram, Twitter or X, TikTok, and Reddit. We then go ahead and we get access to those socials if they've already got socials. We then go ahead and optimize the socials based on pre-built optimization SOPs, so standard operating procedures, telling you exactly this platform, how to optimize the social media for that particular platform for OnlyFans, and literally just go ahead and implement that on these socials. We then go ahead and execute the fan funnel TM organic cadence. So going ahead and getting organic subscribers through the models, for the models. So we can get lots of subscribers in for no cost to these subscribers. So it's a marketing channel that's completely free. There's no costs. We can get lots and lots of subscribers in. So we select top performing platform. We'll then go ahead and for a particular model, we go ahead and based on their niche, we'll select a platform that's going to be best for them, or based on their socials, we'll select the platform that's going to be best for them. So we go ahead and implement Instagram. We then go ahead and take them through SOPs, exact step-by-step systems and roadmaps and checklists on exactly how to implement all this stuff. So for Instagram, we'll go ahead and set up the accounts, multiple accounts. We'll go ahead, implement a content strategy for the Instagram, collect the content from the model. We'll implement growth tactics in order to get them subscribers. We'll build the funnel so we can funnel them effectively and get high conversion rates from that subscriber acquisition channel to OnlyFans. We'll then go ahead and scale the platform so we can have multiple Instagram accounts running at mass to get lots and lots of subscribers in. We'll then go ahead and track the key KPIs, so key performance indicators, so we can see exactly how much each channel is bringing in for ourselves and the model. And then we'll then go ahead and automate that channel. So we go ahead and outsource that to a virtual assistant, to automations, to bots, so that channel runs without us. And we'll then go ahead and implement all the other channels with the exact same organic cadence for the fan funnel. So at this point, we've gone ahead, you've understood OFM, got good understanding of it. You've gone out there, you built a talent pipeline, so you're consistently getting high ticket models who are doing over $10,000 a month, going ahead and signing up for your agency. You're able to properly onboard those models with a professional onboarding system and get them making money within 72 hours. And you're able to then go ahead and get them subscribers. So they have subscribers going in the account, so they get monthly recurring revenue from those subscriptions that come in. Next is the profit maximizer. So going ahead and all about managing the OnlyFans account in order to make lots of money within the account, because OnlyFans is its own platform and there's all sorts of tips and tricks and optimization that you can do within the account in order to boost the model's earnings. Now, we've had people who are making over $25,000 a month from just 46 subscribers. So again, if you're a little bit daunted about the promotion, you don't even need to be that good at promotion. From just 46 subscribers coming in, able to make over $25,000 a month from the profit maximization and then the revenue chat engine, which we're going to go ahead and walk through. So you can properly monetize fans in order to make lots and lots of money from just a few subscribers. Okay, and again, it's great when you go ahead and implement the fan funnel and the exact systems and SOPs and automations and bots we've got set up for it, because you're going to go ahead and be able to implement this, and it's going to make it that much more money, and yourself that much more money. So does the model have an OnlyFans account set up? If not, we set up the OnlyFans account properly using the exact SOPs, again, that I have built for my agency on how to set up the account. So profile picture, banner image, tracking links, the content, the pin posts, everything. The welcome message, everything. We then implement the profit maximizer account setup. So again, the exact SOPs on how to properly set up an OnlyFans account from the get-go. We then implement the page structure, because there's different page structures within OnlyFans. You've got free pages, you've got paid pages, you've got free to paid pages, you've got different funnels within OnlyFans. So exactly the right page structure for you, and then how to properly utilize that page structure to make sure that you're increasing the amount of money the model is making. We then go ahead and implement profit maximizer content architecture. So we're going ahead and collecting content from the model that we need to manage the OnlyFans account effectively. So that's going to be wall feed content, that's going to be pay-per-view content, that's going to be collabs, that's going to be story content. So we're going ahead, implementing the content architecture, requesting the content from the model, again, through SOPs and systems that have already been pre-built, and we can then go ahead and collect that content in order to use within the page. We then go ahead and we implement the wall feed optimization. So implement the wall feed optimization. So we're making sure that we're having high engagement rates and high retention within the account, within just the generic wall feed. So the main page of the OnlyFans model, the main posts, in case you don't know what the wall feed is. And then we follow the profit maximizer wall feed calendar. So we have a pre-built calendar on exactly what dates you need to upload particular types of content, and it's been optimized based on whether it's going to be question posts, whether it's going to be poll posts, whether it's going to be just general teasing posts. There's a content calendar for the wall feed for you to follow step by step, and it's a content calendar for all this stuff that we use with all my high ticket OnlyFans models, accounts that we're managing. Some models are doing over $80,000 a month through these exact calendars that you get access to. You then go ahead and optimize the story. So optimizing the OnlyFans story feature. Then optimize the pay-per-view systems. So going ahead and making as much money from sending out mass message pay-per-views to subscribers. Again, all the sales tactics, all the different types of pay-per-views that we use, whether it's event pay-per-views, vault pay-per-views, all these different types is covered exactly how to do it with the exact calendar. We then implement mass message optimization. So the mass messages that we're sending out, whether it's to start sexting conversations, or whether it's to just get some general engagement, whether it's to nurture particular segments of fans, whether they're low spenders, medium spenders, high spenders, walking through exactly on how to go ahead and optimize mass messages. Then retention and winbacks are how we go ahead and keep subscribers around for the long haul, implementing different automations that we have set up for retention and winning back expired subscribers. We then go ahead and set up inflow automation. So we use the inflow CRM, essentially a CRM which allows us to manage multiple different OnlyFans model accounts at once. We go ahead and implement those automations that we've got set up that we use across all of our creators, plug and play, step by step, word for word, implement them, and it's guaranteed to boost the model's earnings based, and it's data backed automations. Okay, we've split tested a ton of automations. We know exactly what automations work and exactly how to structure those automations. We then have inflow tracking, so we're effectively being able to track and do reporting, and we're able to see areas for improvement. Advanced profit levers, so exactly different sort of things that we can implement if we want to make lots and lots of money fast with the accounts. There's different sort of things that you can implement. And then scaling systems, so exactly how to structure the model's vault within OnlyFans, all technical stuff which is covered to a T, so you have everything properly structured, plug and play, system set up, so the OnlyFans account consistently makes lots and lots of profit month on after month. We then go ahead and implement revenue chat engines, implementing essentially chatters within the account who are essentially just sales reps who speak to the subscribers and sell content on behalf of the model in a structured sequence so they can effectively make money and get paid based on a commission. Okay, so go ahead and submit a ticket for a pre-trained chatter. We have our own private community where we pre-train OnlyFans chatters. We then pre-train them. We'll select the best of the best for your particular model and for your particular needs. You'll then go ahead and implement the core chat systems, understanding subscriber psychology, NLP training, so neurolinguistic programming, so how to make fans really fall in love with your model, chatting frameworks, so how the chatters can just work through these repeatable frameworks in order to collect cash, essentially just sales frameworks. The whale playbooks are how to deal with high spenders, exact whale playbook guides on dealing with them. Chatter sourced, so chatters trained on all of this. You'll then have the chatter sent to you. You'll be given the chatter onboarding information, so you'll be able to properly onboard these OnlyFans chatters. Literally be giving you everything, so you'll be adding them to the CRM, adding them to your Telegram, install the end of day reporting templates that we have for the chatters, instill expectations, chatter scorecards, keeping them accountable, how to go ahead and pay the chatters, so chatter and payment, payout slips, all of this covered for you so you can properly, literally step by step, again, ticking off SOPs, onboard a chatter. And then account-specific chatter training, so whether they need to adapt to the model's particular style, the model's type of language. You implement chat campaigns, implement sexting set system, implement chatter tracking system, and then you ask, is the chatting ratio above 7-1? So does that mean for every $1 in subscriptions that we make, the chatter is making $7 from the back end chatting to the subscribers? If not, go ahead, get a new chatter, implement that chatter, and go ahead and get them scaling up to a 7-1 ratio. And once you've gone ahead and implemented this, basically it's all pre-built, done for you, the chatter training, implement pre-built onboarding guides, implement pre-built account-specific training, the chat campaigns, sex and set systems, all set up in a structured way for you to literally execute. You'll have a chatter who makes money inside the OnlyFans model account. So to walk you through the process, once you've gone through this, you're going to be able to sign high ticket creators. So you're going to be able to sign creators making 10K plus a month. We've had someone who's gone through this and they've signed a $30,000 a month creator after going through the talent pipeline, then going ahead and onboarding the creator, getting them properly onboarded, so everything's set up right from the get-go. It's not messy, it's clear, structured on exactly what the model needs to do and exactly what you need to do. Then going ahead and getting them fans. So again, if you sign a $10,000 a month creator, implementing fans, you'll be able to scale them up to getting over $30,000 a month of traffic. Then implementing the profit maximization, boosting the account from $30K a month all the way up to $50,000 a month. Implementing the chatters, so a sales a sales representative who basically joins the account and sells content for you day after day. Getting that account up to 80k a month. So after implementing all this, you'll be able to effectively sign creators and scale them up, and you'll always be able to make money for your agency, as you'll have a viable skill set where you'll be able to get these creators and you'll be able to provide value to them, and there's going to be value which is going to make the creators stick with your agency, and you're going to be able to collect high retainers, high commissions, and rev shares on a week by week basis. We send out each and every week, we send out multiple invoices for over £10,000 each and every week to all the different creators that we go ahead and manage, literally just executing this OFM OS roadmap. So if you go through these steps, you're going to be able to build an OnlyFans management agency. If you're interested in getting access to the OFM OS, or getting access to all of this that's been pre-built for you in a structured step-by-step system and step-by-step checklist that you can follow along with this roadmap, so you can literally just go ahead and implement and not think, literally log onto your laptop, implement things, collect cash day after day. If you're interested in that, go ahead, and there's going to be a link to go ahead and book in a call down below. And on that call, we'll be basically walking you through the roadmap, your own personalized roadmap, walking you through the data-backed checklist. So it comes a question of just implementation, holding your hand throughout the entire process, helping you build this, and making over $50,000 a month with an OnlyFans management agency. So I hope this video has been valuable for you. If it has, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.